What's up, V2 crew? This is Unknown here, and this is going to be some thoughts I had while I was on my 100% journey in NinoKuni. So, this video is going to have some minor spoilers from what systems are in the game and what collectibles exist, and then there'll be major spoilers at the end when I go through and show the screens of what I myself felt was 100% completion on this game. I'll warn you though, I'll warn you. But the gameplay will only be for like the first 10 or so hours of the game, if you're interested in watching the first part. Okay, so to start off, I was a little concerned playing this right after playing so much Xenoblade. I just really enjoyed all the Xenoblading I was doing. And I was kind of worried I was going to detract from playing another JRPG right afterward. But I wasn't really disappointed. It was good. I heard the game was good. I've been wanting to play it for many years now. And, well, I played it. And I enjoyed it. And I put like 130 hours into the game. So, you know I enjoyed it. Alright, so what I considered 100%ing this was collecting all the familiars, defeating one of all the familiars that you're able to destroy, all the quests and the tasks, all the alchemy, full wizard's companion, full creature compendium, all of the riddles from Horus, getting all the platinum tickets and all that in the casino, all of the treasures and the hidden treasures, and filling out all the dangerous places, which are kind of like the game's dungeons. But play how you will. Make games what you want out of the game. If you don't want 100% the game, you just want to play the story, by all means, just do that. Big proponent nowadays of gaming on your own terms, and I've made some videos. I'll continue to make some more on that. So yeah, it took me like around 130 hours. The timer might be a little inflated because it did keep running if you just paused it. And I was also pretty inefficient with some of the rare materials because I would hunt them down in certain places, and then I got to hunting Evil Eyes, and well, there's a certain boss that's unlocked after the game, post-game boss, and it was like the best way to get them, and I was just, it dropped 6 of the rare ingredients, so I had surpluses of everything else. Also, I spent quite a while, I was streaming at the time, quite a while trying to find a certain creature to add to the defeated list, and it didn't exist in the game. You had to evolve to get the form in the companion entry. So that was about an hour or so of running around a hallway looking for it. Yeah. Also, with this game, I experimented around with mindful gaming, which is, I'm going to coin it as mindful gaming, where you play it without any distractions. And I was able to do that because the story was good. It kept me engaged, and it might be because I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at just trying to pay more attention and enjoy the game itself for the game as opposed to speeding through just to finish a game or just get trophies or whatever. My whole time with the game was not fully mindful gaming. I did stream it at times, especially post game. That was just a lot of fun. Even though it was grinding materials, I had a blast chatting with anyone that was in the stream. But for the parts when I was trying to do that, I think success in there. I was able to follow the story a little bit better. I'm still kind of getting over the ADHD and all that, and just the rush through games mentality. But it's gotten a lot better, a lot better. I thought the story, yeah, was really good. I never saw a Ghibli movie before, or Ghibli, sorry, but it kind of makes me want to watch some now. I did find a strange thing though that kind of stood out to me. It wasn't that big of a deal, but with the dialogue and cutscenes, sometimes you get a cutscene that was basically 2 lines of voice dialogue, and then it would go back to just text, and then it would like have this little cutscene again. And sometimes you'd have red text, but no cutscene or auto text, and then sometimes you had voice text, that would be automatic and sometimes just text, and they would all just mix together, like little bits and pieces mixed back and forth, and I don't know, it just kind of stood out to me. It was kind of strange. And I decided to play on normal difficulty without a guide for the most part to avoid spoilers. I did look up any missables. There were a few creatures that if you didn't destroy them in the story, a certain part of the story, you couldn't get them anymore, so I did make sure I got those. But for the most part, played it without a guide, because that's kind of how I like to play games nowadays, avoiding spoilers and stuff. I found it a bit annoying having the familiars reset to level 1 when you evolved them while I was progressing through the story, because then they would just become underpowered until you could level them up. You'd evolve your favorite familiars, and then they would just be, like, pretty much useless for a little bit. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it was kind of strange. And then also I found it kind of strange about leveling, like maxing out the familiars before you evolved them, because then they'd be a little bit stronger. So consider doing that, because I didn't know about that at first. Oh, there were so many spells and heart type pieces to collect. And at first I thought it was a bit too many, because you'd get like stacks of 8 spells all at once. But I found the variety was kind of interesting, and it was making me wonder what was going to come next. And many of them I just didn't even see coming. And there was also sort of a Metroidvania-esque nature to some of them, which would let you access other parts of the map once you got a certain spell. And I thought the pacing on gaining the new abilities and spells was like perfect. It felt really good, kept me wanting to play more, wanting to unlock at a good steady pace, and discovering new stuff pretty frequently, new mechanics, stuff like that. Combat system I thought was a lot deeper than I initially thought it would be, just by looking at gameplay of the game. You'd have to quickly defend or switch to tame a familiar, otherwise you'd accidentally kill it. It kind of kept you on your toes, also, even at times when you would just, like, late game be grinding out stuff and mashing some mass attack button to wipe out the other party. You had to make sure you're still keeping attention so that you can tame what you need to tame. The side quests and the bounties I thought felt pretty meaningful, like the rewards, because they would let you get passive upgrades after handing in the merit stamps that you were rewarded. But I did think there were a lot of take heart piece from person X, give heart piece to person Y quests. There was a lot of those. And the other thing was, if you looked up a quest in your journal, it wasn't very specific or descriptive, I should say. It would tell you, for example, to go get a certain item, but then you'd have to go back to the quest giver to tell you more info of where or what exactly the item is, like the name of the item. And like, why couldn't you just tell me that in the journal so I didn't have to forget and go back to the quest giver? I don't know. I also did like the fact that the game let you look up stuff in the journal, the Wizard's Companion, and the progress report, because it would have puzzles or riddles and stuff, and it would like tell you to read in there. Some of it was reading comprehension from stories or deciphering the certain language in the game. It made me feel kind of proud to finish those, because it made me feel, I don't know, smart that I figured them out. There were a couple I did end up looking up after quite a while, and there was one or two where I was kind of like, yeah, I don't think I ever would have got that. But for the most part, you could just solve everything in the game, and that was nice. I liked the feeling I got after solving some of those. And then I also liked how the creature compendium, it would show you where the enemies spawned and show you what items they dropped. That was really nice, because you didn't also have to go look things up online. And then after I finished the main story, what I decided to do, how I wanted to play it to 100% the stuff, there was some stuff I looked up online, like best drop spots for items, you know, stuff like that. That was, I guess, some thoughts. And then now will be the spoiler section, where I'll go through and show you all the screens of, well, everything. So, spoiler alert, turn away now if you don't want to be spoiled. Alright, so here we'll show some of the 100% completion stuff. Well, we'll show all of it, I guess. So here's all of the ranks of the Coliseum. And we got, for the casino, there was those tickets to let you watch the movies, so we got all 4 of those. Then, progress report, we got all the compendium, all the creatures, all the tasks, all the alchemy, all the hidden treasures, and, well, I guess you could have seen this all in progress from there. The dangerous places also all cleared, with all the chests and percent explored. And then this, you can't see, to finish the creature compendium, you don't actually have to capture everything, but I went ahead and did. So, there's going to be a heart next to everyone except for the bosses that you couldn't get, or the unique monsters. And also, too, it's not actually possible to fully finish this out, because there's a couple of DLC, I mean, I guess in the... when they made the ports and stuff, they kind of just included some of the tickets, but almost all of the familiars, except for one, have 2 evolutions at the end for their Phase 3, and because you could only get 1 copy of a couple of the familiars, you could not actually get every single entry. Like, some of the later entries, like in the 400s and stuff. We'll see that being the case for... Yeah, some of these, like the Toko, took so long to get 2 copies of. And I was just thinking, alright, so I'm gonna farm this second one, capture it, and then just randomly capture one of the higher level Tokos, the higher forms. Just watch that happen. It didn't actually happen, but I had a lot of similar instances in this game to that. Yeah, so these are the monsters that you can't actually capture. I know I'm going kind of fast here, but there's a lot to get through, And coming up, those, the zombie ones, those are the ones that were actually missable. Because if you didn't kill them in the story, these guys, these are wretches. They all got the same name, but they look different. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so some of the golden ones, you could only get once. Like these guys, you could only choose one of the evolutions at the end. The griffins, those dragons, the scrap dragon, and then this set of gold ones. So, yeah, so that's all of them. I think that's pretty much everything. And actually, it was kind of weird, because the way the journal's set up, I mean, it showed I had 100% of the tests completed before, but I was, like, going through the numbers to check, and it got to here, and I was like, whoa, I missed a giant chunk? No, that's because they're these. But then, at the end, the order, like, shifts back and forth. Because, like, here we'll have 31, 32, 33 is on this page, 34 is on this page, 35's on this page, 36, 37, 38. Alright, one other thing too, I guess I could note that all the characters are 99, including Marcian. And also the merit rewards I forgot to show. So, I did not get all the familiars to level 99, so I guess I could have done more, but that would have been some work. Way more grinding. Well, anyway, so that's all the familiars, all the tasks, all the alchemy, wizard's compendium, creature compendium, and the hidden treasures. Yeah. So, anyways, I really enjoyed my time with the game. I enjoyed playing the story and stuff. I enjoyed the post-game, the streams, just looking for that good RNG luck with you guys. It was, it made it kind of fun, just hanging out and chatting while doing that. But, yeah, let me know if you guys have played NinoKuni, what you thought of it, what, if you 100%ed it, how did you go about playing it? I would like to know, some other gaming approaches to this game. And with that being said, I will, wrap this video up here. Everybody have a good night, good morning, enjoy your games. Thanks so much for watching. Spread that positivity, game on your own terms, you do you, and be your V2.